Hello and welcome back. I've been making some prototype machinable wax from various ingredients, and I've been doing it in a very cheap cooker, but unfortunately it's using a bimetallic strip for doing the temperature control, which isn't brilliant. Unfortunately, it tends to switch off for a couple of minutes at a time sometimes, which means we get our machinable wax getting very hot and then very cold. So I'm going to do a modification. I've got a thermocouple here, and I've got a solid state relay and a temperature controller. And what we're going to do is hook all those together and replace the temperature control in the cheap cooker, so we have much better and much more precise control. All right, first trick is going to be getting this case off. So we're going to see what's what inside. Oh, there's screws inside holding it down. Okay, that's interesting. So I guess we're removing it from the top side. So I should be able to just hijack these wires and we should be operational. That gives me my neutral line here. This is my live AC coming in, and then that's my heater connection there. So all I need to do is connect these two up to the solid state relay, and then I'll have to switch that wire from the heater element side to the live side, and then these two can plug straight into the PID controller. For the thermocouple, I think I'm just going to simply poke it through the hole we've already got here, and it can just sit underneath the rim of the pot there. And I'll just make sure that that's got a good contact, and I'll cover that in some aluminium tape. I have no idea what the adhesive is rated for on this aluminium tape. Ideally, I'd be using some Kapton, but I don't have any, so we make do with what we have. For now, it's a bit of a hatchet job, but I've just masking taped the SSD and the PID controller together. We will have to make a proper enclosure for this in a separate video, but let's give this a go and see if it can heat up some water perhaps. Okay, so it's all wired up. It's plugged into this power board over here on the far right of screen. I'll switch this on. These usually come set at 50 degrees or so. Yep, so it's set at 50 degrees, saying 26.2 degrees is the temperature of the water which I've put in there. It's been a warm day today. Because the piece which the thermocouple is mounted on in there has quite a bit of mass, and it doesn't have a terribly good connection to the pot itself. We're going to see quite a bit of lag as the thermal mass slowly heats up from the small amount of contact we've got. Now that these readings are getting to be pretty similar and the PID controller's starting to toggle on and off, this is the part I'm most interested in. Will this temperature, which I know can be a little bit difficult to read on the screen, going to match this temperature, and is it going to stay pretty stable? I don't care that it does a massive overshoot as it heats up. That's fine, I can deal with that. But what I want to do is make sure that as it's up at temperature, it's going to be stabilizing there and maintaining a good approximation of what the temperature is. Because this, when I'm making my wax, is going to be the most important thing of getting that heat through the wax. If I've got several kilos of wax to heat up, I need to get, really good, even heating through it. And this turning on and off all the time is what's going to get me there. Thanks for watching me do that mod. I've got my first brick of wax here, which is a couple of kilos. That would have been very difficult before. It's still challenging to do with such a large volume of wax there to melt. There's a lot of thermal mass there, but it's worked out pretty well. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this content, you'd like to see some more, take a look at some of our other videos. Think about subscribing. I'd love to have you along for the journey. Make sure you hit the bell to get notifications. And if you've got any ideas of how we could do this better, maybe what we could do for an enclosure, leave a comment below, and make sure you hit the like if you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching.